What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's episode, I'm about to head over to Trevor's house and we're about to go put on a new bumper for his Ford Bronco. He got a Raptor takeoff bumper for his, so we're going to show you exactly how to install that. Today, we are taking off the plastic bumper off the Bronco with the help of our foreman over here. All right, so what we need to do to put this bumper on is we are going to remove these 3 bolts. Since I do have the base bumper, we have these tow hooks. We're going to have to cut these off with a Sawzall. You can either do that or you could buy new brackets from Ford. They're about 30 bucks each, so you're going to be out of pocket $60 total. So we're just going to cut them off. All right, tools needed for the job. We got the Sawzall, as I spoke about earlier. We ended up picking up some Diablo blades that should cut through that tow hook pretty easily. For removing the bumper, we have a breaker bar with a 15 mil socket. That should get us started. Step 1, we're just going to remove these plastic inserts to get access to the bolts. Next step, we're going to remove these 3 bolts. All right, repeat for the driver's side. Next, we're going to remove the 6 bolts that hold the factory skid plate on. Next, you're going to pull these covers off of the tow hook. All right, next we're going to cut these tow hooks off. You want to cut them pretty close to the bracket if you can. All right, next we just cut out a little template. We're going to spray the ends of these to prevent rust. Beautiful. Now we're going to repeat on the other side. All right, guys, so if you bought your Bronco bumper disassembled, this hook right here is going to fit into this slot here. And so you're going to have these 2 13 millimeter bolts on the back. So we're just going to install those real quick. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so to start, we're going to put this little middle bracket on. We're only going to tighten up the 2 T40 bolts that go in the middle. And then after that, we're going to put this sub-assembly with the tow hooks onto that. Okay, so we realized we messed up. It seems that one tow hook is designed to go on the left side and one tow hook is designed to go on the right side. So you just want to make sure that you're cognizant of that. So just make sure that all the bolts are loose so that you can align the holes before tightening everything down. All right, so we discovered that putting these bolts into the bracket and sucking everything up towards the top of the bumper kind of helps align everything. Okay, using the 13 millimeter, we could install the screws in the bottom portion of this bracket. All right, so the guy that sold Trevor the bumper gave him this air duct shroud right here. Basically what that's going to do is it's going to push air towards the intercooler. So this one, the OEM one, obviously has a little bit of a more shallow, I guess, duct there. So basically what you want to do is you want to push these clips, pull this guy out, and then this one just clips right into that same spot. Now that we have the bumper all assembled, we're just going to put it on here and throw 1 bolt in on each side. What we're going to do is pull the bumper up to kind of minimize this gap, and then we're going to tighten down these bolts. Next, we're just going to snap this little plastic cover.
over the tow hooks. Then there's about 1 million clips that we need to install. All right, after you get all the clips in place, we have 3 bolts that you could drive in right here with a T40. All right, so out of the 6 bolts that we took off the plastic skid plate, we're going to use 3 of the bolts for the Raptor skid plate. One of the bolts that we are not going to use is for the passenger rear location, and that is because for the Raptor, there's an 1.5 inch gap that we cannot reach with this bolt. So we're not going to show that in this video, but we will come up with something later on.
All right, guys, that does it for this week. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for future content. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.